Welcome to Codex History of Video Games. I'm Mike Coletta.
And I'm Tyler Osby.
And today we got a fun little tier list for you.
More tier lists. Let's go.
We're doing it. So today we are doing a tier list. We were going to do like Nintendo characters, but there's a lot. No surprise there. We are just doing mainline Mario characters.
Yeah.
So we have 11 of them here on a tier list. And we are going to rank them from S tier to F tier. We're doing the full thing this time. And what are we ranking them on? You might ask, Tyler. Whatever we feel like. How Tyler and I feel about them.
Yep.
You know, there's no rhyme or reason to this. We're just going for it.
That's right. We could do this episode again in a year, be totally different. We could do it again tomorrow, be totally different. It's just how we're feeling today about these particular characters.
I'm going to be honest with you, Tyler. I'm in a hotel room. I'm feeling a little aggro towards some of these characters.
Really?
So it's going to get, there's one in particular that I'm going to throw an F tier. I know that for a fact.
Okay, so here's the one I want to start with. I'm going to start with number 6 on our list, Kirby. What do you think of Kirby?
Is Kirby a mainline Mario character? I just threw this in there on accident.
I guess.
Yeah, I just realized that. He's from the old list. Oh, gosh.
Are we rolling with that? What do we do?
I think we should just, you know what? We're just going to roll with it because honestly, how many other Kirby... Okay, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. How many other knowable characters in the Kirby series are there besides Kirby? Really?
Knowable characters? Like
knowable.
Oh,
like
knowable.
known.
Like King DDD or Meta Knight?
Yeah, like those are really the only two that I can think of.
That's all I got. Yeah.
So, like, I think we just throw Kirby in here. Why not?
It's kind of we were originally going to do Smash Bros. Characters, but then we realized there was just far too many Smash Bros. Characters.
Yeah, and we can segment these out overall. So I think we leave Kirby in. You know what? We're just leaving him in.
Okay.
I'm calling it.
All right.
For the sake of me not having to edit in this hotel room, we're leaving him in.
Okay, so that said, where do you rank Kirby, Mike?
I think Kirby is not S tier, but I think he's up there because you got to respect something that just like something, yeah, because Kirby's a thing. We don't really know what Kirby is that eats stuff and then takes their power.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna throw out B tier.
I think Kirby's
That's
B
what
tier.
I'm feeling for Kirby. Is that cool with you?
That's cool with me. I think he's got a lot of great games that are good for beginner players of video games, and you got to respect that. Like the early Kirby games are like they're easy platformers that are extremely fun, but they're like good. If you're trying to get somebody into gaming, you can show them some Kirby games. And also, he's extremely adorable.
He's cute. He's so cute.
And everybody loves playing as Kirby in Smash Bros. Too. So
that's right. Yeah. So you know what, Kirby, you're B tier, but that's not bad. That's a comfortable place for a Kirby to be, I think.
Yep. I agree.
All right, Tyler. I'm going to go for you we're going to do one of there's a whole thing. The Nintendo princesses. We're going to go with Daisy.
Princess Daisy. Okay. Princess Daisy has a storied history because she was in Super Mario Land first as the princess of Sarasa Land, which is what it's called, the place. Super Mario Land is not in the Mushroom Kingdom, by the way. So she was in that. She was also in the Mario Brothers movie that we watched.
That is true. She's got those points going for her.
Mm-hmm. So she's an archaeologist in the movie, completely unrelated to anything she is in any of the games. But she's kind of she's sort of portrayed a little bit. I don't want to say the anti-Peach, but she is like a little bit more sporty than Peach. I think she's like better at the sports stuff. Since we're just comparing princesses here. So I'm going to put Princess Daisy. I'm going to put her also in the B tier.
B tier for Daisy?
Yep.
Okay.
I think she's oftentimes put forth as Luigi's love interest, I want to say, especially in the Super Mario Brothers movie. That's just an extra bit of trivia. Although Mario saves her in Super Mario Land, but I don't know if they're supposed to be a romantic connection there, or if it's just Mario's
there's a
just
lot
a
of
princess
weird
saving.
Love trapezoids going on in the Mario between like different Mario, Luigi, Rosalina, Daisy, Peach, Pauline. What's going on here?
I know. I'd like to see a game that's a little bit more focused on Daisy sometime. I love Daisy.
Yeah. Okay, I feel comfortable putting Daisy there. You got to pick next, though. It's your pick of who you want to
Okay.
talk about next.
Okay, here's who we're talking about next. Yoshi.
Ooh, this is really hard for me.
Also, he's a dinosaur in the movie. I know you love dinosaurs.
I love him. I mean, he's like, if I'm going to put an S tier, it's going to be Yoshi for me. Like, that's who because he's also the cutest Mario character, hands down.
Yep.
The ba-dum-bum. Oh my gosh. Every time. Amazing.
Play Yoshi's Story on N64.
Yoshi's Story is such a cute game. Oh man. Yeah. Yoshi's S tier for sure. There's no way I would put Yoshi below S tier.
Plus, there's all the Yoshis in like Super Mario World with all the different powers and stuff. So Yoshi himself is a character, but Yoshi is also, I guess, a race
as a
of
gameplay
characters.
mechanic. It's really good.
Are the Yoshis in Super Mario World are not meant to be the same Yoshi over and over, right?
They're all different. Yeah, they're all
colors.
like a bunch of different
Yoshi
dinosaur
is,
land.
So Yoshi is the name of a specific
species?
Yoshi, but it's also a species name. Is that fair to
That
say?
sounds about right. This is very similar to Cool Spot, where Cool Spot's the hero, but
Saving the cool
they're all
spots.
cool spots. Yeah, Yoshi is the hero, but they're all Yoshis. Aren't we all Yoshi?
That all of us are a little bit Yoshi deep down. I think also people love to play Yoshi in Mario Kart. He was there from the beginning. Super Mario Kart. He's been in every Mario Kart. He's generally a go-to for me because I like the light, like speedy racers that don't have a high top speed, but they have better maneuverability.
High acceleration.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think Yoshi is S tier, hands down, without a doubt. S tier. I want to play Yoshi's Story again now. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
Good. Yeah, that's a really cool game because it's like 6 levels or something, but every time you can play different levels as you go through it too, because you'll go to like the first level and then you pick from like 3 levels, and then you go to the next level and you pick from a few different levels, and those games are really fun. And you get to play as all the different Yoshis. You get to pick little different colored Yoshis.
Yeah, it's a great game. I love you. I love Yoshi. I love Yoshi's Story, and also the Baby Mario games too with Yoshi in them.
Yoshi's Island is fantastic.
Yeah. I love that. We're also, by the way, I should mention, we're not including variations of the Mario characters, so there's no Baby Mario on our list or Metal Mario. I think it's all Mario. Okay.
Yeah, it's Mario's all the way down.
Yeah.
Which Yoshi is your favorite Yoshi from Super Mario World?
The flying one.
Yeah.
The purple. Is it purple? It's
I think
purple.
so, yeah. I was going to say the flying one is probably my favorite too.
Just because he gets little wings and it's so good.
The red one that shoots fireballs, though, is pretty cool when you eat stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Yoshi
really
eats stuff, throws eggs.
Yeah. He's got all sorts of powers. He's very much like...
We keep saying but Yoshi lays eggs in Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story.
Yeah. Does Yoshi have a gender? Is this a Birdo situation? Is this what we got going on right now?
Yoshi may not have a gender. They may be a not gendered species.
You know, I just love me some Yoshi, no matter what.
Too. Yoshi's
all right. Yoshi is a S tier. 11 out of 10 is S tier for me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to pick again. I just mentioned it. Let's go with Birdo.
Okay.
Birdo to me is kind of like was an enemy in Mario 2, which is not really a Mario game, but then was so unique because they shot eggs out of their mouth at you.
Yeah.
It became like more of a character. So I want to give it credit for that. But it still is like such a small part of the series, and it's also I think it's like trying to be cute, but it's not. It's kind of creepy. It's got like a weird uncanny valley kind of thing going on with it.
Yeah, they've been shoehorned in a bit into like a lot of games, I feel like too, like as sort of a extra character or a bonus character.
Yeah.
So,
I want to put Birdo at C tier just because it's very run of the mill to me, average. There's nothing wrong with Birdo, but I don't look at it like it's an excelling character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. C tier, Birdo.
Any diehard Birdo fans want to come at me, you can email us at codexhistorypodcast@gmail.com and just get at us. You know what I mean?
If Birdo had more starring roles, I think they would move up on the list a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where we're at.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Next,
Alrighty.
let's tackle one of the big ones here. Let's just go right. Let's go for it. Mario. Where are we putting Mario on the list of Mario?
Mario's not S tier for me.
No, I agree.
But Mario is not B. I think Mario's A tier.
Yep.
Because Mario started it all.
Yep.
But Mario was just the jumping off point for so many better and different things, you know.
Yep.
And Mario
for
also,
originating, but he's kind of the most boring, right?
He is, because in every game he's in, he's put as the like normal. Like in Mario Kart, he's the middle range. He is like the normal average guy. But he is so great. Also Bob Hoskins, so we got to give him some credit there.
Bob Hoskins. Ron Jeremy once played him in the TV show, and Captain Lou Albano as well.
Really? That was a deep cut. I'm really impressed that you just pulled that out there.
And who else played Mario? I guess Chris Pratt. We'll see how that goes.
True.
The movie's not out yet at the time of recording.
I have no idea how that's going to go.
The movie does look fun, though.
Yeah, and the other people in it look like they carry it. You know, Jack Black looks like he carries it. Charlie Day looks like he carries it. So I think it's going to be okay still. I'm really hoping it's going to be okay still. Regardless, it's going to be visually stunning.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep. I think it's going to work out overall being pretty fun. I think it's written or directed by the same people that did the Lego movies. So
yeah, it is. It's not in that sense, it's going to be fun, I think.
Yeah. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited. It's like February that it comes out, right?
Yeah, February, I think. It's very soon. But Mario, for me, is A tier because he's good, but he's average in almost everything he does. But that's kind of by design, and we're not faulting him for it. You need a baseline, and Mario is that baseline.
Right. And he started it all. Because for those reasons, I would say maybe he's like B tier, but because he started it all, we give him a bump, right?
We do. We give him a little bump. So, Mario, you are A tier. Congratulations, my friend. I like to think we're friends, Mario and I.
Yeah, I think you are.
All right, I get to pick again, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are an expert in this, more than I am. I have played one of the games, but I'm going to say Rosalina because I know you love Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
I do love Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. And Rosalina looks super cool with her hair that like covers one eye. She's like the punk princess of Mario. Big fan. S tier. Love Rosalina.
Really? S tier. All right, let's throw her in there. I'm down. This is great.
I'm in love with Rosalina. What can I say? I'll admit it here.
Have you told your partner yet that you?
I think she's aware. Yeah,
she's aware. Okay, she's over it. She's like accepted it. She's like, she's not real, Tyler. And you're like, no. You just close your door. You slam your door. All right, Rosalina S tier. I loved Mario Galaxy 1. I'm hoping we get a remake of the second one.
Yeah, me too.
Switch so I can play it because I don't know if I have the means to play it right now. Otherwise, so
I'm kind of bummed that they skipped over it for the 3D All-Stars remake.
Part of me wonders if they skipped over it because they're like, we can re-release this as its own game and make do a Bowser's Fury where they re-release it and then add a little something on the side.
Yeah, maybe.
They could do that with it. I think that's my prediction of what Nintendo is doing with Super Mario Galaxy 2 is they are going to release it and add a little something like a Bowser's Fury-esque game to the side of it.
You're probably right. It plays extremely well in the Dolphin emulator, so if you buy yourself a legitimate copy and then play it on your computer, that's okay.
Like you always do. Legal copies only here, folks.
Only
Look
for
at
emulators.
Us. You wouldn't download a car.
No, I would not. Why would you even suggest? Don't even ask the question, Mike. I would never download a car.
That's my second reference to that, I think, in 2 episodes. So I got to stop doing that. That's the last time. It's the last time. Okay.
I think my answer to that changed, too.
It did change. Last time you said I would download a car. So you are going through there's some real emotional roller coaster this episode with you and Rosalina and downloading cars.
I'm going through some stuff with downloading cars. I just realized if I downloaded a car, where does it show up? Because I don't have room inside my apartment for a car.
Is that a new NFT kind of thing?
Maybe. So, because I don't have, So I would download a car if I had a place to put it, but I currently don't have a place to put this new car.
That's right. Yeah, because you gotta find a place to download. You're gonna 3D print your car. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna 3D print and assemble my car.
Has someone 3D printed a car? That's had to have happened already.
Probably.
At least I know you can 3D print like parts they don't make anymore. That's like why 3D printing is so cool. Is you can print things that are out of stock and not made for old stuff. That's cool.
Yeah,
but someone had to do a whole car.
Yeah.
Email us.
If you have 3D printed a car.
If you have 3D printed a real life-size car, we want to hear about it. Alrighty. So Rosalina is S tier. So now you got to pick. And we got to remove Rosalina from the list here.
I am going to pick next Peach. Where are we putting Peach? We still don't have any D or F tier characters.
I realize that, but I feel weird putting Peach in D or F tier because Peach is great because Peach also in the platforming games can like float and has that as like a power.
Mm-hmm.
In all of the games she's in as a playable character, she to me has one of the cooler powers, like passive powers. Like Luigi jumps higher, Mario's the baseline, Toad is faster, Peach can like float, and I want to give her props for that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So,
how do we feel about? But I don't want to put her with Birdo. I feel bad putting Peach with Birdo.
do we put her on the same level as Daisy?
That's a hard question. Part of me wants to put her with Mario because I think she's good. I think she's A tier.
You think Peach is A tier? I think she's so basic. I guess Mario is pretty basic too, though. You're right, and she was there from the start too, at least in the Super Mario Bros.
Was she though?
Games.
Was she? Hint foreshadowing to another character we're going to talk about on this list.
That's what I said in the Super Mario Brothers games. She was there from the beginning.
Okay. Well, what if we put her as A tier for now and reshuffle? But I have a funny feeling we're going to shuffle. Part of me thinks Mario and Peach should be in C tier. We move Birdo down to D tier. That'd be one of the craziest moves we've ever made on a tier list, though. We're going to move 3 things.
That's true.
How do you feel about it, though?
Shuffle everything down.
Or we move Birdo to D tier, move Peach to C tier, and leave Mario at A tier.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Okay, Birdo.
Let's do that. Birdo's going down to D tier.
Sorry, Birdo.
Bye,
fans.
Birdo. Sorry, Birdo fans.
Peach is C
Peach is
tier
going to C tier. Mario's staying A tier because he does have the origins of the originals.
Right.
Okay. I feel okay about that.
Okay, and now we have a D tier. We will have an F tier. I can sense it.
Oh, we're going to have an F tier, and we're going to have some more D tiers, and we're definitely going to have, for me, there's another S tier on this list.
Same, and I think we're thinking of the same person.
The same person? Should I say the person right now?
Yep.
Luigi.
Luigi's S tier, baby.
Luigi's S tier. He has to be S tier. I love Luigi so much.
Yep.
Way more than Mario.
Me too. He's jumps higher. He does a little twirly thing with his feet, so he kind of floats.
He gets scared. You see the humanity in Luigi.
Yep.
Okay. Mario's always brave, but Luigi's got the emotional mix,
Yep. Mario's one-dimensional.
The spectrum of emotions.
Luigi has character and flaws.
I love him for it.
And he's played by John Leguizamo in the movie, and Charlie Day in the new movie.
I'm so excited for Charlie Day's Luigi. You have no idea. I'm so excited for it. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Okay.
Yeah,
Luigi.
Great.
Oh, also Luigi's Mansion games. Great games series that's like its own thing because Luigi finally broke the mold. Also, Luigi was great in Double Dash. I love playing with him in Double Dash.
That's true. Luigi's my favorite character to play as in Smash Brothers. Especially in the first Smash Brothers, because he's just a better Mario.
That's true. He is. He can jump higher. He's just a better Mario, 100%.
Yep. His uppercut move, if you do it just right, it can. Is it like a critical hit when it makes that Smash Brothers noise?
The smash move. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but when people catch on fire, you uppercut them so hard they catch on fire and let out like a screaming noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like an eagle scream.
Yeah. An eagle scream.
I was going to say also the memes of Luigi's mean face from Mario Kart 8,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That meme transcended and made its way into the Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle games because Luigi has a passive ability called Steely Stare in the first one where at the end of your turn, if you activate Steely Stare, if somebody runs in front of you, like an enemy sort of runs in Luigi's sightline, they get shot at automatically by Luigi, and he stares them
Makes
down
the
real
face.
good. It's
I
super
love
mean.
that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Oh man, Luigi, yeah, S tier. That was the one that when we started this list, I'm like, Luigi's going to be S tier for me, no matter what. Like that's who I'm fighting for. I'm glad you agree with me.
Yep.
All right, it's your pick. I just realized, though, because we're going kind of quick through these ones, should we just add the other 2 Kirby characters, Meta Knight and King DDD? And then we should also maybe add 2 of the Wah characters.
Oh, we should indeed. We should add those before we add the Kirby characters. Because the Kirby characters, I think, aren't aren't really Mario characters. That would be like, then we got to add the Kongs from Donkey Kong, I feel like.
Yeah, let's do the Woz then. Let's add the 2 Woz on the list, please, for me. Tyler's in control of this, so he's really doing it up for us.
Just Wario, Waluigi.
Yeah,
should we talk about them?
Yeah, but we can jump around still. But let's talk about one of them. Who do you want to talk about, Wario or Waluigi?
I want to talk about Wario.
Okay, Wario to me is, I kind of agree with the internet that the other one is king.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much on that point that Waluigi doesn't get the love he deserves.
Yeah, I agree.
And so because of that, I want to put Wario at C tier.
I'm with you.
But there are some really good games with Wario. Like WarioWare is a really cool game idea.
Fantastic games. Micro
and
games.
I just feel like Wario is very one-dimensional. A lot like Mario, actually, because he's just evil Mario.
Yeah, and he was just made up to be the bad guy in Super Mario Land 2, I think.
Really is. I love that giant mechanical Wario, though. I love that.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Love it so much.
He did spin off into his own series, the Wario Land series from Super Mario Land, because the first Wario Land game is actually called Super Mario Land 3.
Wario, and we talked about that actually with the coins and stuff. We talked about that in one episode, I think. Those games are great.
A little bit different games, platformers, but a little bit with a different focus on treasure and stuff like that.
Yeah, because he's
Wario
greedy.
Land 2 is really fun.
Yeah, it is really fun. Man, we're talking about that, and now I want to bump him up to B tier. Is that too hard? Or we should leave him at C. Let's leave him at C.
We'll leave him at C for now.
All right, I'm going to pick a non-Wa character. Okay? Because we've been sitting on it this whole time because we both have the same answer, I think. We're just going to get it out there, and it's going to make some people mad, probably. Toad.
F tier. Get him out of here.
F tier. Easily. Easily F tier. Toad is annoying. He's loud. He, most of the time, is just giving you conversational clues that you never needed. And also, he's just overused in Mario Kart.
I
Say
agree.
that right now.
Even though he's basically the same as Yoshi, he's overused. And
Overused.
He's not in Smash Brothers, so he's afraid to fight, I guess. I don't know. Are all these other people in Smash Bros? They are, I think.
Mm-hmm. They are. I don't think Toad's in Smash Brothers. The only thing Toad has going for him is the treasure trackers thing. But then according to the wiki that I was looking at earlier, that's Captain Toad, who's a different Toad. So it's not even the original Toad. Yeah, it's a different Toad. It's very similar to Yoshi's, as in Toads are a race of being in this world, but the Toad that we know, the buddy of Mario and Luigi and Daisy and them, is its own character. That's what I interpreted it as. If I'm incorrect on how Toads work, someone please correct me in email or on the Discord. But I believe Toad is F tier.
Yeah.
He's just always like, hey, and he screams at you. Easy, Toad. Yeah. Chill out, Toad. Take it down a notch. Right? That's what we're here to do. Tyler and I are here to bring Toad down a notch.
We're trying to just knock some of these characters down a peg. Okay, right. So similarly to Toad, then I want to know where you rank Toadette.
I would rank Toadette higher than Toad because she's less annoying.
Same. I'm gonna put it right here with Birdo. I like Toadette more than Toad. I really liked playing as Toadette in Mario Kart Double Dash because I think that was the first game she was in, and I like her hair has little mushrooms on the end that kind of swing around as you go around corners. Thought that was really cool. That's
the other thing too, is man, in life and food, I'm not a big fan of mushrooms either. So it's another thing that makes me not really like him.
Yeah,
and I know it's hard to people are like, why are you associating that together? I just can't help myself. Okay, I'm just a person. I tried.
Yeah.
Sorry, Toad fans, Toad stands and Toadette stands.
But yeah, Toadette D tier, Toad F tier. Get him out of here.
Get on out of here.
Do we talk about the next?
Let's talk about the next one in line here. And it's an interesting one to me because I feel like she really hasn't gotten her due, and that is Pauline.
I agree. Pauline is the prince. I guess not the princess. I think it's just Mario's girlfriend.
It's just Mario's girlfriend in the first Donkey Kong game where you're climbing the skyscraper. It's Pauline that you're saving.
Yeah, it's not Peach. People think it's Peach. It's not.
No, it's Pauline. And I feel like I want to see more of Pauline, but I also feel like on a rating scale, we can't put her too high. I feel like she's a C because we want to see more of Pauline, just like we want to see more of Peach and Wario. But
isn't she in Mario Odyssey? Isn't she the singer?
Oh yeah, she is the singer in Mario Odyssey. What am I
She
thinking?
is. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, now I feel like now I feel silly. But I still want to see more of her. And I still feel like that maybe let's bump her up to B. Let's put her in B. How does that sound?
Because she sings the song, the One Up Girl song. Is that?
And the song is good.
Song's great.
Some say the song slaps.
Some
It's
say.
real bop.
To this day.
It still slaps.
I'm trying to get a list of what games she's in. Because she's in that.
Yeah.
And according to Wikipedia, she's in the new Mario Strikers Battle League soccer game.
Oh, so she plays soccer. She plays football. Non-American football. Yes. Well, in that case, let's put Pauline in the B tier. I'm sorry, everybody. I thought I didn't even put that together when I played Mario Odyssey, that it was the same Pauline.
Yep.
Also, let's just put it as here as a side. Just a personal note. Really cool of Mario to still be friends with his ex-girlfriends. Okay?
Yeah.
Really cool guy move, Mario. Okay?
Yeah. Well, maybe she broke his heart pretty hard, and that's why we didn't hear from her for like 20 years.
Ooh,
he finally kind of got over it.
That's a really good point.
To bring
You're
her back
really
in.
diving deep into the biographical nature of Mario games, and I love that, Tyler. I love that for us as a podcast. I've always wanted that for us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
To dive into these people's personal lives. Also these dinosaurs and these mushroom people. And whatever Birdo is.
Yeah. Mario saved Pauline in that first Donkey Kong game, but it wasn't enough to save their relationship.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. You know what I want to see? I'm going back to Birdo, because I don't think I really talked about Birdo enough. I would want to see a game that Birdo runs. Like I want a Birdo game. And I think it should be something silly. You know what I mean? Like it should be something like not platformery, not traditional. Like maybe like a visual novel of a Birdo. Or even a dating sim of Birdo. I think that'd be hilarious. I want that for Birdo more than anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what other games Birdo is in.
Because I don't really know if Birdo is in anything except for Mario 2, and then just nodded at a lot and like in the background of like other games.
Yeah, Mario Superstar Baseball, playable character. Yoshi's teammate in Mario Strikers, playable character in Double Dash. And Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. So the Mario Golfs and tennis games. Sounds like Mario
we're
Party
learning about
7, 8,
Birdo.
9. Yeah.
Birdo likes rich people sports. That's what Birdo likes.
Yep. Birdo is in Mario Kart Wii. What is Captain Rainbow?
I don't know what that is.
On the Nintendo Wiki. That's just it's a Wii game. Okay.
Hey, you know what? But Birdo's still getting their due, but I just want to see Birdo get their own game, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm trying to see here. It doesn't look like Birdo has their own game here.
Sorry, Birdo. You don't get the love you deserve.
Bummer.
But it's okay. All right. Well, we got one more left on this list, and it's the other Wah. The Wah that we all love and want, and that's the Waluigi. Now,
Waluigi.
I don't want to put Waluigi on S tier.
I don't
because
either.
I do love Luigi more than Waluigi, but I just agree with the internet that Waluigi never gets their due.
Yeah, he's a little underrated.
But does that mean it's an A tier? How do you feel about it?
Do we put him above Daisy and Pauline and Kirby?
I think so. Is that weird? How do you feel about it? You got to be like.
I don't know. The thing that I love about Waluigi is I feel like there's so much potential there, but we really haven't seen it.
We don't know. What if Waluigi does get their own game and it's a flop because Waluigi can't carry it? The character, not the game designers or the writers. The character itself can't carry it.
Yeah, and the Waluigi was kind of made as this like, well, we need a bad guy version of Luigi. We have Wario for Mario, and they're like, well, what do we call the bad guy for Luigi? And somebody just like sort of looked around and was like, Luigi?
Luigi?
And they're like, yeah, okay, sure.
Print it, is what they said. They probably screamed that in the Nintendo offices. Okay. Waluigi, B tier.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do something pretty intense here, Tyler. How do we feel about moving Daisy up to A tier? How do we feel about it?
Ooh,
are you cool with it? How do you feel about that? I kind of like that.
Okay. All right.
Doing a last minute switch, moving Daisy up to A tier.
Moving Daisy up to A tier. Okay.
Good job, Daisy. Okay. So, This
there
is
any
our
other characters we're missing here?
I mean, we have Kirby, so do we add King DDD right now and Meta Knight just because?
I don't
or do
know
we
enough
wait?
about Kirby to be able to make that call.
I don't either, and I feel weird that we kept Kirby now, but I'm like, all at the same time, I stand by it. So Kirby is still on this outlier list.
Yeah,
and we'll leave Kirby at B tier, and we'll see one day if we make a Kirby tier list.
that's true. We should do a Donkey Kong one too. We could rank the Kongs. There's so many Kongs.
There are so many Kongs in the Donkey Kong series, and like a lot of cool bad guys and stuff too. We didn't even talk about the enemies in Mario yet.
We could do an enemy ranking.
I would love to actually tier rank Mario enemies because there's so many. Bloopers, bloopers are high up for me. Big fan of a blooper.
You love the blooper?
We love bloopers on this podcast. Let's go through. Do you want to read them off, Tyler, from F to S?
Yeah,
our rankings here.
So from the F tier, we have Toad because we're not fans of Toad.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
His voice is annoying. He's not good at anything. He just sort of stands around, generally useless.
Agreed.
Okay. Although I feel like Toads were useful in the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga games, but maybe I'm misremembering. We're keeping him in F tier.
I'm not sure.
D
We're
tier.
leaving him in F tier.
D tier. Birdo. Toadette. Toadette is a better Toad, but still Toad. Birdo, so much potential, but no games there. Would really love.
Yeah, just in like genuinely one of the least loved Mario games, so it's hard to put him forward with that.
But Birdo's in like a whole lot of games, so we would be remiss to not have Birdo on the list.
That's right. Birdo's still there. They're just in the background.
Yeah. Okay. C tier. Peach. Wario. I'm generally okay with that. Peach does have her own game. She has Super Princess Peach. I never played that, though.
I never did either.
Wario's got several games of his own. B tier. Kirby, Pauline, Waluigi. Waluigi above Wario for similar reasons that Toadette is above Toad. Is that fair to say? The internet loves Waluigi.
I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. Okay. Pauline is this high up because although she's really only in that first Donkey Kong game until Super Mario Odyssey, she really came out swinging in Super Mario Odyssey being the singer.
She did. She really crushed that song. And it was a fun level, too.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
A tier. Mario and Daisy. Daisy, I think, gets elevated big time because of being in the Super Mario Brothers movie, even if that Daisy is unrelated to any Daisy we've seen in any video game.
We're giving her props because Tyler and I are fans of that movie. We'll stand by that movie, even though it's bad.
Yep. It's bad, and I love it anyway. Okay, and that brings us to our S tier, which consists of Yoshi, Rosalina, and Luigi.
Perfect.
We did
Perfect. It's a perfect S tier.
Perfect.
Gosh, I love them. I love all those characters. They're fantastic.
Yep. I would like to see
You've
more
really done it today.
Rosalina in things, but she's S tier in my heart anyway.
That's right. I love this. I love that. I love our podcast that we get to tier list Nintendo characters together. This is so fun for me. Okay, Tyler, before we get to our email we're going to read today, what have you been playing this week?
This week, I have been playing Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, the remake for PC. Spent a few more hours in it this week. And also on my Mii U Mini, I sporadically throughout the day on Thursday or Friday, I played through all of Super Mario Land, which was very nice. That's a very short game. But, you got to be good at it to beat it because it's pretty hard by the end, and I beat it. And if you get a game over, it's like NES level where you get a game over, game's over. Like, turn it off.
Sorry. Yep, turn it off.
Yep, or start over. So, the fact that I beat it without getting a game over, I feel pretty good about that. And I probably haven't really played it in 10 years, maybe more.
Nice. I'm glad you're getting a lot of mileage out of that Mii U Mini. Makes me want to get one really bad. I've been looking at this website, and they had some in stock, but I really want the gray one that looks like an old Game Boy. I really want that one.
That one's very
So I'm holding off.
Yeah. What have you been playing, Mike?
I'm playing a lot more Pokemon this week. Still running through it. It's taken a while, but I like it. I got a little distracted by trying to catch them all. The classic Pokemon conundrum, trying to catch them all. And then I played a little bit of the Destiny story mode this week, but just enough to kind of do the story.
Oh, I got to do that.
I really haven't played a lot of games this week, though. I've been on the road, and it's good, but I just haven't really... When I've been playing games, I'm like, I should be like writing or getting my set together or working, instead of playing games. It's the conundrum of being an adult. That's what I've been doing more. I'm hoping to play more. Like I never got around to playing The Witcher 3 this week, and I really wanted to. So maybe next week, if it's a little slower, I can like get that done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my hope anyway. But we got one email we're going to read today, and it is from Hope here. Do you want to read Hope's email?
Yeah, I'll read Hope's email. Hope says, the subject line is the Sega and Nintendo collab you missed. Hope says, hey guys, during one of the Console Wars episodes, you mentioned that Sega and Nintendo had never collaborated before. I was surprised to find out a few months ago that Sega and Nintendo actually did have a crossover with Sega's Pico learning system in Japan. Sega made a system called the Pico, much like Leapfrog, and they had a Pokemon version. You may have mentioned the Pico, but I thought you'd be interested to hear about the Pokemon version, and then Hope attached some pictures here. Much love, Hope. Thanks, Hope. We talked briefly about the Pico, I think, when we were talking about Console Wars, because the Pico was something that Tom Kalinske really, really liked, because it's like an edutainment focused thing to like teach kids stuff, and he was always a big fan of that. But I didn't know there was a Pokemon version of the Pico in Japan. That's awesome. And there's a picture here of what looks to be like a Pokemon game for Sega Pico.
Yeah, and one thing about the Pokemon game for Pico that's really cool, it seems way more focused on the cartoon.
Yeah.
Because I see like Team Rocket and I see Ash Ketchum. So it's like more focused on that, which is really neat. Because you don't see that much.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks like there were a few games for the Pico. Pokemon Catch the Numbers, Pokemon Advanced Generation. It's like a writing one, and 2 Pokemon Advanced Generation games, and they're all around the Pico. Which crazy is the Pico came out in Japan in 1993, but these games didn't come out until the first one came out in 2002. So that's a long lifespan for the Pico.
Yeah, thank you, Hope, for catching us on our being wrong. We were wrong.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's good that we get people letting us know. Because this thing comes with a really cool Pikachu controller too. It's something that we don't want to sleep on.
Yeah, that's
really neat looking. And it's just an eBay article. It's $273 if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Dang.
Yeah, is this just the game too? Like I never.
It looks like it's the whole Pico.
Okay. That's cool though. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could have. I want one. But then again, it's not. You should just get a Miu Mini. I'm just gonna get a Miu Mini.
Yep.
What do you know about the? Okay, let's just have a little sidebar here. What do you know about the Analog Pocket? How do you feel about the Analog Pocket, Tyler?
The Analog Pocket is pretty cool. For those who don't know what the Analog Pocket is, it's meant to be more of a Game Boy replacement than something like the Miu Mini. Miu Mini is like something that runs Linux and has a bunch of emulators built into it. The Analog Pocket's sort of claim to fame is that it uses what are called FPGA, field programmable grid array. No, that's probably not right. I can't remember what FPGA stands for, but basically the idea is that it's actually not emulation the same way that we think about emulation, but it's actually like emulating or simulating the hardware itself in these special FPGA chips. Again, I sound like maybe I know what I'm talking about. I don't. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, for me putting you on the spot, you're doing a great job. I was saying.
It has a cartridge thing on the back, and it takes Game Boy cartridges, and then they sell different adapters that will let you hook into other kinds of cartridges too. It's sort of meant to be a Game Boy replacement, but it has the ability. I think they recently opened it up, so there's like Super Nintendo, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there too. And like Game Gear but the idea here is that you play your original cartridges. You don't download ROMs to it and emulate them. I tend to think that FPGAs are still emulation in the sense that it's like, well, it's not the original hardware running the game, so whether or not it emulates in the same way as software is, I don't know, that doesn't seem to make a difference to me in my head. But I think they claim that it's more accurate or something, which is fine.
Interesting.
But I think it's really expensive, isn't it? Like $150.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey. The Miu Mini is great because it's like $60.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I think the Analog Pocket is like you pay for like sort of the novelty of being able to use your own cartridges, which is cool. And I think this whole FPGA thing, like maybe it makes you like for hardware purists, like makes them feel better about not playing a game on the original hardware. It doesn't bother me, so I don't know. I tend to think the Analog Pocket is not really worth it unless those things are really important to you, because I think a Miu Mini can do anything back and do. I could be wrong though. If somebody wants to send us an email about how the Analog Pocket is way cooler and way better than Miyoo Mini, I'm happy to hear that.
We're all about learning on this podcast, even when we're wrong. So let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a shorter episode this week because I'm on the road, but we're getting it out there for you. We're getting it out. So next week we'll do something else. I don't know really what we're doing. We're kind of like in between books, and I'm kind of just loving this like chill time where we're doing like fun stuff like tier lists and little mini episodes. So we're gonna kind of keep that rolling, I think, because it's fun. But with that, I think that's it for the day. So if you want to email us, you can do that at codexhistorypodcast@gmail.com. You can join our Discord. And the easiest way to do that actually now is to go to codexpodcast.net, which is our website, and click on the little invite link. You can just join right there. Super easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that, I think that's it. Tyler, do you want to say bye to everybody today?
Goodbye, everybody.